No. This is gonna be Foggy Fishburne, and I'm just gonna make a little, little video here where I try to once again enlighten people, a little newer players about what's not good to do, what's a little better to do in a 2v2 on this scene. And I'm spawning down here as the red Protoss, and I have a little friend here, the blue Terran, at the top right, and we have another Terran at the top left, spawning as teal Terran, and we have another Terran at the bottom left position. Now, is it just me, or does it feel like half of all the StarCraft players are playing Terran at the moment? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but when I recently checked the top 10 players of, of the top 10 ranking players, like in the world, of who the best players are, I think that 8 out of 10 were Terrans. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I can read your mind telepathically. In the future, I can read it, and I know what you're thinking. And you know what? I agree. What? Okay, that was a really fast assimilator. Am I thinking of going like heavy on the sentries, or perhaps just going fast Colossus? Because I know we're facing two Terrans, and when we're facing two Terrans, we all know what we can expect. Mass MM ball. Mass. So we have a gateway for me. We have a wall off and a pretty fast tech reactor. Tech lab. Tech reactor is from the campaign, not to be confused with the multiplayer. And we have a Reaper coming out. You know, I can never get enough of watching Reapers in play. They're just so graceful, just dancing around with their jetpacks. And ooh, I think that this guy isn't really on the top of his play. He's not producing any SCVs, but maybe he's, saving up to make some kind of timing push. Aha, a double reactor. We all know what that could mean, what that means, and we have a barracks and a barracks from the purple Terran as well. One assimilator down, so I suppose it couldn't be another reactor. What? They're just going dual reactors? Nah, that can't be true. And we have a Reaper who's not doing that much damage. I suppose he's just he just exists for scouting duty. And I am I'm researching warp gate, getting up on the second gateway, and just trying to. I should really use that chrono boost. You know, sometimes I forget. There it goes. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sometimes I forget using the chrono boost on the. Oh, there it go. No, it's still not. Oh God, my heart thing. I mean, it just. Oh, breaking. Sometimes just forget using chrono boost on the Nexus to just pump out workers, and that's something that every Protoss player definitely should do. Just spam that chrono boost. It has a pretty fairly fast recharge anyway, so you can just spam that as much as you want. And oh dear, we're looking at a fairly big push. I mean, Helga has got a couple of Marines, and I don't know where this guy's going. Maybe it's the first time playing this map, and they're gonna try this ramp, and they're gonna see that nope. 9! There's not gonna be anything up here for you, but he takes out both Reapers, and whoa! He should have pulled back these Reapers, but hey, what do I know? I'm still a noob, so I don't know anything. Ooh, the two forceless to cover them, to help my teammates so that they don't come up there, but I definitely think that he should have taken those Reapers and just harassed the mineral lines. That would just in the long run that would have just decimated, just crippled the Terran players we're facing. And I'm getting a third gateway up, just turning it into warp gate now, and Marauders against this many Marines, their DPS just too good, But we still, ooh, but they snipe out my stalker with their dying breath. They're like, no, I'm gonna take you out with my dying breath. You're not gonna win. And we have another push. They're being fairly aggressive this early on. That's always good. Put the pressure on as early as you can. To just, you know, just try to confuse the player. Just make him spend a lot more resources on getting units. Ooh, a robotics facility on getting whoop, another battle here. We're trying to just, you know, a little confrontation, and bam, boom, bam, zabam. I don't have enough energy for our guardian shield, but we are gonna hold. Yes, we are. Yes, oh god damn, these zealots are just, they're just tanking so well. Ah, they're like the Death Knight on stim packs, dude. So we mop this up pretty well, and I'm like, we should be pushing out now. We should be pushing out now. Here comes reinforcements, and we should be pushing out and just making some kind of hard push, just countering them as fast as hard as we can, and stim packing cause custom shells being researched for the blue Terran player, my buddy here. I'm getting out of not many proofs for me. I'm getting out of Immortal, that's what they call it, Immortal. And oh my dear, we have a starport going down for the blue player, while these guys aren't exactly tech switching. They're just massing balls in the middle and not diversifying that much. And you know, I mean, that's fine and all. I mean, this many Marines can easily take out the Stalkers and the Marauders. Their DPS is just too good, and I have 2 Zealots. They won't do much damage, especially not with these Marauders here. So fairly good so far. But now that Immortal is here, 1 + 1 = 1. No, that's actually what the Archon says. But you know, still. And I'm not warping in a lab. What the hell is it called? Oh god, I don't know my own structures. The robotics facility, the lab with the arms is called. No, I have to check this. The robotics bay. Oh, it's that easy. Oh, here I am trying to complicate everything. Robotics bay. I should be throwing down robotics bay and getting a couple of Colossus out, or at least with this many Zealots, maybe I could have gone a little more heavy on the Zealots and research the Zealot charge. But here we go. An attack is going down, and Guardian Shield going up for me, and are we gonna hold? Oh dear god, there are just so many Marines. So much DPS, but it looks like we are gonna hold. I'm backing out. We're just, you know, we're toying with each other. That's what's going on. We're toying with each other, but I should be just, my macro isn't on. Is it really? Oh, here goes the robotics bay. Here it comes. It's going down now. I should really be just massing out every unit I can, but and we should make a push. And Hellions coming into play as well, so we have a factory going down. Okay, why not? Ooh, but the Teal Terran is actually falling in his economy a lot. I thought so. No command center. Oh dear. And and we saw the Hellions. Even my friend was like, "What the hell is he getting Hellions for?" And yeah, I agree. I mean, that wasn't exactly the smartest choice, but this is. I mean, I think this is in placement matches, so we're not exactly facing the ultimate pros. But yeah, and yeah, I was saying that before. 8 out of 10 Terran players in the top 10 are playing as Terrans. So, I mean, there is a situation now where the Terrans are they just have too many units. They can just diversify so much, and the other races, the Protoss and the Zerg, they just have so much trouble keeping up in tech and just, you know, countering them as fast as they can. Even if they scout, the amount of gas that, for example, the TOS needs to, you know, tech up and counter tier 1 units, I mean, it's almost ridiculous. And I'm riding Colossus on the way. the Colossus is on the way, but I don't think that... Ooh, the Thermal Lance is on the way, so that's already like having two Colossus with that Thermal Lance. It makes the Colossus just so much more potent, and really so that much safer. Not being able to get sniped as easy by stimming Marauders or something. But yeah, Blizzard is probably gonna rectify the problem soon, I hope. And my blue Terran friend here is just going mass Marauders, and now we're making a really really strong push, and he's like, let's murder them. He's out for blood, man, and he's even pinging me like, dude, don't go up there. And you know, thank you, blue Protoss, blue Terran. We definitely should not have pushed up there, because now we can push up here and just rain chaos down upon our enemy, and I can just put down a force storm back here, and we're cool, we're safe. We're just rampaging in their base, and they're pushing up with like that's not bad. A siege tank isn't bad. It's fairly good, but unfortunately I have the force fields, and that's not gonna do much damage against us. And we're just rampaging, just going nuts on the teal player. But at the same time, he's making a counter for me, it seems. And I see this, and I try to... No. I must have hotkeyed them to these guys and just... Oh dear lord, he's sniping out my Colossus. Is he gonna die? No, he's not. He's gonna... Oh god damn it. Oh, there's a massive push going for the blue Terran, and they break down the roof. They just killed the wall. They just demolished it. But whoa, with those medi dropbacks ships, the mobility of the Terran is just greatly increased. And bam, here I come with the... I wouldn't say the saving grace, but come on, I was a factor, a little at least. And I come here with my Colossus and we just mop them up. Bam! On the spout. And I'm like, I love you, man. Because I've been playing with players that are actually a little worse than me, and you know, that's almost a crime. Because you know, I suck. I'm not exactly a good player. So playing with people that are like, you know, 7 minutes in and they build their first gateway, you know, that makes me cry. So yeah, I was happy that, you know, this blue Terran guy, Litilia, had a decent idea what he was doing. And that's GG, and oh dear, I was completely mined out, and oh wow, I'm in shock. So yeah, pro tip number 3, kids. Macro. If you have this much stashed in your bank, you suck as much as I do. So please, do yourself a favor and don't suck as much as I do. Peace, kids.